One person is dead after a crash in Fort Smith this afternoon. Police say the two-car crash happened on the intersection of Towson Avenue and Zero Street. These are photos sent in to us by a 5 News viewer at the scene. To stay up to date on details, you can visit our website at 5newsonline.com. Well, Mill Branch Park in Goshen is getting bigger. Community members gathered Saturday to celebrate new improvements, future expansion plans, and the donation of 50 acres of land that will help shape the park's future. 5 News reporter Emily Moss shows us what's to come.
Give it a good cut.
Mill Branch Park is growing again. The celebration marking not only new improvements, but new plans for the future.
Mill Branch Park is a treasure we are fortunate to have, and one that we are committed to preserving and maintaining.
Before the ribbon was cut, Congressman Steve Womack reflected on messages children shared during the effort to create the park years ago.
Dear Congressman, I want a new park because all the other parks are boring and far away. Dear Congressman, I want a park in Goshen because it would be fun and kids would be happy.
Those letters and those children still at the forefront of the project leaders' minds as Mill Branch enters its next chapter.
Investments like these right now are so key and so important in a digital age as we create opportunities for kids, students, adults, for folks to be outside and really build community, kind of stitch together the community fabric that is so important, not only for small towns like Goshen, but also for all towns all across the state of Arkansas.
And on top of the renovations, the park is now 50 protected acres larger after a donation from Dick Bennett, expanding opportunities for the children who visit this park today and those who will one day follow.
This park represents, and my gift, represents to me the bringing together of what one believes and what one does.
In Goshen, covering news where you live, Emily Moss, 5 News.
In Little Rock, there's a special league that brings America's pastime to children with disabilities. Volunteer Tony Jenkins and Bill Mann have been serving up pitches, so these kids playing in the Miracle League get to show their skills every spring and fall. They offer young kids the chance to play just like their abled friends. Jenkins says it's a lift up for everyone involved.
I'm the first person that they see out there, and they look out and they say, "This guy's a monster," and he's got this big ball glove and he's throwing balls at me. But when they hit the ball the first time and they light up, and it's awesome. You know, I got the best view on the whole field there.
Some of those volunteers have been with the Miracle League since it began in the area in 2006. The Arkansas State Board of Nursing has issued a serious warning about scammers pretending to be them. The board says they've received several reports of calls made to nurses asking them to provide personal information for the sake of verifying licensure. The Arkansas Nursing Board says they will never reach out through unsolicited phone calls.
They usually are creating a sense of urgency with these nurses, telling them they're in trouble, there's an investigation, there's something wrong with their license.
The board says if they do need to reach you, they'll do by the standard way by contacting you through the nurse portal. Well, happening today was the annual June Festival hosted by the Chickamauga Nation's Western Region in Charleston. The event featured a potluck-style community gathering with vendor booths available. The event also served as an opportunity for those unfamiliar with the Chickamauga's culture, history, and conservation efforts among some of the archaeological sites. It also served as pushback against a proposed state prison facility in the area, citing possible burial grounds on that site.
Well, we need to know who we are and where we came from, and that kind of sets the course of how we move forward in the future as well. It's really important for us to retain our identity and teach that history to future generations.
The Chickamauga Nation has partnered with residents in Charleston and local advocacy groups against the prison site. Also happening today was the Big Game Market at Backroom Social Club in Springdale. The annual Pride event was held in Springdale for the first time this year. Featured more than 50 LGBTQ vendors, along with live music and a drag photo booth fundraiser. Big Game Market has put nearly $200,000 into local LGBTQ creators' pockets through different pop-ups all across Northwest Arkansas. Well, Juneteenth celebrations continued across Northwest Arkansas today, honoring the day of the last enslaved people in the United States learned they were free more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. 2 of those celebrations were held in Fayetteville and Springdale. 5 News reporter Taylor Howard spoke with people about what the holiday means to them and why they believe it should be remembered.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
The Northwest Arkansas Juneteenth celebration brought people of all ages to Upper Ramble Saturday. But many say the holiday is also about making sure younger generations understand its history.
I wouldn't know how it feels to be enslaved, but I understand that that was very difficult, and I'm grateful that we were able to celebrate this.
The importance of Juneteenth was something a lot first learned from their parents.
My dad for sure made sure I knew what Juneteenth was. I understood the importance of not just being a woman, but being a black woman. My people are here. If they aren't in a space, I'm a representation of that.
And for some, those lessons continue to shape how they view the holiday today.
It's just important to just remember and to reflect, and it's not just it's not a sad thing, it's a celebration of life, of freedom, and unity.
They say celebrations like this can help younger kids see the value in who they are.
Whenever events like these happen and they see a bunch of black people celebrating the greatness in some of our history, I feel like it really brings them up and be like, hey, maybe I am important, maybe it is okay that I'm me.
The weekend-long celebrations continued in Springdale at the Freedom Spirit Festival. At the festival, 11-year-old Akeelan Thompson said he already learned to take pride in who he is.
I feel like that they should not be ashamed to be black because there's not many of us. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be black. Yeah.
In Springdale, covering news where you live, Taylor Howard, 5 News.